こんにちは、チャートマスターの根崎ゆきです。3月5日火曜日のセッションリキャップ取っていきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。それでは始めていきましょう。
So a lot of people go, well, that's so fast, that's so fast. Well, it can't take an hour and a half. So that's what we just did for an hour and a half. Right? The idea is to just get to the recap, understand what we're looking for in the later sessions. Okay, so here's the euro. All right. We have very little room here. All right. There's a little dinky trade here for about 35 pips. There's another little trade here for about 35 pips. The real trade doesn't come until down here, where we get a 60 pip trade down in this area. But it's going to have to move 200 pips before we even get into that area. All right. So the really
ユーロドルですけども、ちっちゃいスペースがあって、60ピップぐらい取れるんですけど、その下の120ピップっていうのを取っていきたいねっていうことを言ってます。
The only trade really for us on this is if we get to square up. It comes back up, squares that candle up, then we can trade it down to here. Because this target's out and this target's been taken out. So that's the next target is down to the S5. All right. So
このキャンドルをスクエアアップしてきて、ちょっと戻してきてから売っていきたいねと。でも、水色の線は2つとももう終わってるので、黄色い HSI の S5、S の5がターゲットになってくるでしょうと。
If we get a pullback and square that candle up, you want to be looking for that trade right there. That's what you want to look for. Other than that, there's nothing here until we get down to this area right down in here, and that's 200 pips away. All right, so, and remember, all the dumb money's in the euro. All the black boxes are in the euro dollar. This is why it's so choppy. That's why it has a hard time moving. All the pip shredders taking 2.8 pips are in the euro. Why? Because it's only 1 or 2 pips to get in, man. That's why. All right. They don't want to trade anything because if you're only trading for 2.8 pips, you got to have a 1 pip spread. All right. And so they're all in here. All right. So anytime you don't have a big space, you walk away from the euro dollar. All right. Just walk away from it. Just junk. All right.
ユーロドルはスプレッドが小さいためよくいろんな人がトレードしやすいと。で、スキャルトレーダー2ピップとか3ピップの人が抜いて、ぐしゃぐしゃになりやすいので、やめときましょうねっていうことを言っていました。
Over here in the pound,
続いてポンドドルですね。
Waiting for the breakdown to the downside, and we can see that we have two pretty good opportunities here. We got this first one, which is about 90 pips, and the second one is about 120 pips down here. Nice big snowman. We're interested in that snowman right there. So 90 on the first trade, 120 on the second. That's 200 pips available to us there. That may happen today.
下がってきたら売っていきたいねっていうような話をしています。
But you can also see they need to square this up. So they may come up, square that up, and then go ahead and do it. So remember.
これも同じでスクエアアップしてきてからプルバックしてからの跳ね返りの売りを見ていきたいねと。
You're a seller, not a buyer. So you're a seller, and if they come up, you understand why they came up. They had to go square that candle up, and they had to find the sellers. There will be lots of sellers interested in this because now they all know that's the next where we're going. So there'll be lots of sellers here if they square it up. So you wait for that, see if that happens. If they go from here, that's still fine. You got 90 pips to the downside and 120 pips below it. The loonie, all right. Well, as you can see, not making this trade was the smart thing to do. All right. So we can see right here that we're up here at the top. You can also see that very clearly this could be a head and shoulders. All right. At which case, the break of the neckline would be going to the downside. Alright, so how do we trade this? The best place to trade it.
ドルカナダ60分です。ヘッド&ショルダーが見えています。なのでこのネックラインをブレイクしてきたら売っていきたいねと。
Above the 103.26, which takes out that head and shoulders possibility, and the trade is up.
で、このネックライン、右肩っていうのを上に割ってきたらヘッド&ショルダー終了なので買っていきたいねと。
Here for 1, 2, 3 T30s, 90 pips up there. Alright, so that's the place to take it, not down here. Swifty, we're waiting for the break to the upside. Let's take it over here to the 240 so we can see it. And we're looking for a bounce. Alright, we're looking for them to bounce it, and there's two possibilities up here. First wide open space. Come on, drawer is right up here. Is right here. That's the first one. The second one is to the day chart top right there. Alright. So if they continue to buy dollars, we want to make sure we make this trade because that's a
ドルフラン、まず1つ目がこのスペース、その次がデイチャートのトップまで。で、ドルが買われていったら、引き続きドルフラン買っていきたいねと。
Pretty nice little trade up there with not much to stop it all the way up. Dollar yen, we're anticipating them continuing the downside move and breaking down into here. That may not happen until the Asian. There are 60 pips down here to the bottom of the trend line. It is a counter trend trade. It is fraught with risk. If you're a newbie, don't even think about making that trade. Do not even think about it. All right. If you're an advanced trader, still have a lot of trepidation about trading that trade to the downside. All right. Because at any moment, the Bank of Japan could come in and take that away from you. So I'd be leery of it. Aussie dollar.
ドル円はウェッジを下に抜けてきたので売りですけども、売らなくていいよねみたいなことを言っていて、初心者の方は特に放っておきましょうっていう感じですね。次に OG ドル行きましょう。
We're waiting for them to finish off this move to the upside. They've already squared this candle up here. They have another candle to square up here, which they may do up here at the top of the channel. And then we're looking for the sell-off to the downside. And we're looking to come down to all the way down here this week. All right. So we can get in position here pretty quickly. We want to take one off the top here, and then you want to take one on the break of this support right here into this area right there.
OG ドルはこのチャンネルラインのてっぺんで一つ売って、このサポートを下にブレイクしてきたらさらに売っていきたいよねっていう感じです。
Alright, Euro Japan. Euro Japan, we're in a fifth wave to the downside. We're stuck inside a wedge. We're hoping to see if we can get a break out of this wedge. If we do, we're looking for that trade first and that trade second. If we get a breakout of the wedge. But right now, bam, we are stuck smack dab in the middle of it. There's nothing to do here. If it does break to the north, there's nothing for us to do either, because this could be nothing more than a move to come up and then trade it all the way down here. All right, so we would actually like to see that, because our opportunity will be better on Wednesday for this big move to the downside. All right, pound yen, same exact thing. They run together.
ユーロ円は上に上がってきて跳ね返されるか、このままブレイクしていくかを見ていきたいねと。
They're correlated, so same kind of thing. We don't have very far to go here. We need to square this candle up, which is only about 20 more pips up here. And we could square this candle up right here, find sellers, and then it could go to the downside.
ポンド円も同じくなんですけど、このキャンドルをスクエアアップしてきてからダウンサイドに売っていきたいねっていう感じです。
Right, this target's out. This target's out. Our next target is all the way down here. Right. So these are nothing more than places to move our stop on the way down to the S7 at 136.03. 136.6.
136円の62とか32、この S の7っていうのがあるので、ここを見て売っていきたいよねっていうことを言ってます。
What is it? 83. It looks like, what is it? I can't even tell what that is. All right. On the GJ, where's my other trade? It goes back all the way over to here, but I couldn't get it back there for that. Let me put a new one on. I think we're looking at that one. I like this. Let me try this one first. Yeah, this one. Alright, remember, 45-degree angle, anchor with on a resistance and a support, and prove the heart line. See it? So there's a lot of opportunity to the downside here. Big opportunity here, big opportunity down here. So don't want to miss those. But we're very close to getting them, right? But they're not here. They're probably not going to happen until the Asian, right? Maybe in the Singapore they'll happen. All right, New Zealand dollar. We're looking for a
キウイドル行きましょう。
sell-off back to the downside here. Remember now that if it does come down here and it falters down into here like this, comes down and starts coming back up, this could be a head and shoulders for the reversal back to the upside. All right, but this is the left shoulder right here, so we'll have to come down and create the head, which will be down in here, which gives us this opportunity for this trade right here. All right. So that's our possibility there.
9ドルですが、このまま下がってきたらヘッド&ショルダーも見えてきますよねと。で、クーピーリバーサルって言ってますから、それで反転してくるかもしれないし、でもそのヘッド&ショルダーになるにしても、とりあえず下がってきたら売っていきましょうと。
Alright, over to the Aussie. Remember, Aussies all got announcements tonight, so the Aussies are things you need to stick out of, stay away from today until after the announcement is done. We're seeing equilibrium here. They're running along equilibrium on the Aussie yen. Right there, the equilibrium. Swinging above it, swinging below it. Okay, that's how you tell. It looks like a heart deal. Alright, so basically, the world has declared that the Aussie yen is about priced correctly, right there. Now they won't stay here long. They don't want the market to be correct. They want to move. Speculators need the market to move off of that line, but they know where the line is. All right. So we're looking for this trade right here to the downside. Will we get it?
OG 円なんですけども、イコーリビリアムって言って、値段を適正にしているって感じですよね。行った分戻ってきて、また同じ場所に戻ってくる。で、どこに線があるかっていうのが分かっていて、ここでまた売っていこうっていう感じですよねと。そしたらじゃあこの売りは見逃したくないですねと。
I don't know. But that's what we're looking for. Wait till after the announcement tonight. Maybe we'll get it then. Euro pound, we're waiting for the sell-off. All right, but we could just as easily get a buy. It has done nothing for 2 weeks. It's just sat here going sideways. All right. So we want the sell-off to the downside over to 8,500 right in there. That's a great trade for the euro pound. But if we bounce back inside the day chart trend line here, we're looking at this day chart top all the way up here. All right. Remember, if you trade the euro pound,
ユーロポンドをこのトレンドラインブレイクしてきたら下まで売りたいですね。で、このまま跳ね返ってきて戻ってきたらデイチャートのトップがありますよと。
be prepared to be in the euro pound till Friday, all right? Because that's how long it'll take to move it, most likely. All right? Euro Aussie, it's going right now, as you can see. So it's just too late in the session for me to take this trade, folks. Just too late in the session. I'm not interested in it. But, as you can see, it's proving that maybe we're going to make this move. It is 90 pips to the downside. So, it's kind of too bad, but nothing we can do about it. It's finally broke. And we've only broken by 12 pips, so it's not very much. I could just as easily come right back up in here. Maybe if it comes back up here and turns, you may want to take that trade. I don't know. It's got an Aussie in it. Nothing should happen really major until later. All right. After the
ユーロ OG なんですけど、下がってきてるよねと。で、スコットはもうこの2レーティングセッションって言ってるんで、ニューヨークセッション遅すぎる。ニューヨークセッションの後半の遅い時間なのでもういいかなって言ってて。ニューヨークセッションの前半のおしまいですね。で、これまた戻ってくるかもしれなくて、戻ってきて、もしかしたら売っていくかもねって言ってます。
announcement, 240 looks like that in a downtrend. You can see this bottom is a very real bottom down here. And you can also see there's a danger that this is a head and shoulders right now. That they didn't break the neckline, however, so they're coming back down. Maybe they'll bounce here and come back up and do that. I don't know what they're going to do yet. It's just the market is, it's just sort of giving us conflicting signals right now. I don't want to trade the Euro Aussie this late in the morning, and I'm not interested in trading anything this late in the morning, so we'll have to just kind of wait. But we do know where it's going. Some of you may say, you know what, it's worth it for me to take that trade. If it is, you're looking for a 26.94 area right down in here. Euro CAD, we're looking for the breakdown.
2694、2694のエリアをユーロOGは見てたらいいんじゃないかなと。で、ユーロカナダ行きましょう。
To the downside, we're looking for these two opportunities right here. This one right here first, then this one after that. Beautiful snowman. We love snowman. So there she is. A little smiley face on him. Alright, so if we get this trade to the downside, target 1 is 1338 and target 2 is 3246 all the way down here. CAD yen. They're all the yens are poised to finish off the move to the downside. So, we're stuck inside a big old bear flag right now on this thing. Alright, so while we're in the bear flag, there's not much to do. With a break of that bear flag, we will be very interested in the trade to the downside.
カナダ円はこのベアフラッグを下に抜けてきたら売っていきたいねと。とてもインタレスティングだねと言ってますね。
Alright, and you can see that's the first opportunity right here, back to the double bottom, which is the day chart bottom, and a break of that. We're looking at coming all the way down in.
で、ダブルボトムっていうのをつけに行って、その後またその1個下のターゲットっていう感じで。
Here and maybe all the way down to here. Alright, so we'll see. Again, that snowman loves snowman. If you're looking at 60, could be a boy. Yeah, it could be. Right. That could be a bullseye. Yeah, it's kind of breaking hard. Could be a bull flag here for that break. And that would be the break of the neckline that you'd be looking for. All right, but I'm not looking for it because I'm a seller. All right, so any movement to the upside is simply a move to do that. So I'm just, if this would really prove to me it's going to go, I would take this trade. But it's really not giving me a whole lot of information right now. Just not a lot of information on that Euro Aussie. All right, New Zealand yen, again, it's got a yen. They're poised for the downward move. As you can see, another bull flag on this thing, all right? But when we get the trade, if we do, what the heck is going on here? All right, if we get the trade to the downside, we're looking at this first part right in here on the break, down to here, and then the second part to the double bottom right over here. I'd be leery of that. I'm trying to go lower than that, and don't forget that's a day chart trend line right there, bisecting that.
キウイ円なんですけども、今ダブルボトムをこれトレンドラインを割ってきたらダブルボトムで、そこにはピンク色のデイチャートのトレンドラインがあるので、まあそこで止まるかもしれないですけどねって言ってて。
So now there's none up here at this point. Well, I guess I could put them on here right now. From this last move, I could put them on. But there's none back there. So we got one right here. One right there. That's it. And to down, we're in the stratosphere, as you can see. So there's none to the downside at all. Pound New Zealand, for those of you who can trade it, we're looking for this break to the downside. We're stuck in a wedge, nothing to do while you're in this wedge, all right? And you can see the day chart trend is to the downside. Therefore, this wedge is trying to go to the downside. Will they do it? I don't know. They may come up here to find enough sellers to make that trade, all right? I don't know which one they're going to do, so I got to wait until they prove it to me what they're doing, all right? I want to be a seller.
ポンドニュージーランドはウェッジの中にいてどっちに行くかまだ分かんないので、上にブレイクしてきてトレンドラインで跳ね返るかもしれないし、このまま下にブレイクするかもしれない。分からないのでやるのはやめておきましょうと。
I want to be a seller, I don't want to be a buyer. So I'm looking for that big opportunity right there.
とりあえず売り手だよねっていうことを言ってます。
Silver, for those of you who can, we're looking at a day chart bottom down here, maybe down into here. We may get all the way down to here. But for sure, this is a possibility right here, but there is real potential of seeing a head and shoulders. So
銀 XAG なんですけど、ヘッド&ショルダーが見えてるねっていうことと、そういうことですね。
To the upside. So there's only about 35-40 pips in here if it's a head and shoulders. So I'd be real leery of it. All right, but if it proves that you might take a small position here at 35 pips. If it doesn't bounce and continues on down, you'd be able to come down here to the day chart bottom. Okay. All right, what are they doing with the dollar? Not much. Sitting there doing nothing with it right now. All right. And we're getting our breakout on the pound chief. Remember, we anticipated this morning that this is the direction we were going to go. We're now getting it. All right. So remember, this is an opportunity that it's just too late in the day for me to take it. But they have taken out this 1.4200, which is what they needed to take out. They've been able to find enough buyers to do that. On a hook back, you want to trade it up to here, and then
ポンドフランなんですけども、上にブレイクしてきたよねと。で、フックして、またゴーしたら、この上のターゲット、1.42、どれくらいでしょう、4255とかだと思うんですけど、この辺を狙っていくでしょうねと。で、トップ抜けていったら、ストップ上げてと。
Move your stop when you hit this double top right here, right? So up about 17, 18 pips, move your stop to break even. When you get up here, protect half of that profit and try to stay in for the 42.38. Not very far, it's only 38 pips, you see, but it's the only big space you got. Right? So there is 38 pips in there. And then you're going to have to manage it through this mess right in here and a 4250 even number. And once you break up in here, you're going to add a position to 4313. And that's exactly how it makes.
で、こう上がってきて、こう、うだうだなって、マネージはストップして、で、それをこの上越えてきたら、また買い増ししていきたいねっていうことを言ってます。
By the way, up, straight across in a pole, and then break to the upside because there's not enough space for the big boys to make a trade in there. All right, so we'll look for that opportunity. All right, folks, that's what I see. I'll see all of you tonight. All right, so don't forget, beginners classes tonight at 7:30. Use the beginner. Go to the calendar to log in, or go to the beginners page to log in. 7:30. It's the last in a series of 6. And then I'll see my Endeavors traders at 8:45. All right, I will. Thank you, Pip. All right, everybody, have a great day. We didn't trade today, but we learned a lot, and that's the whole key. So, all right.
というわけで、初日キャップはこんな感じでおしまいなんですけど、また、明日ですかね、撮りますので、見ていきたいと思います。それではどうもありがとうございました。失礼します。